Good morning, student. Myself, Dr. Vishal Manikara Deshmukh, Assistant Professor, Mujijeta Senior College, Jalgaon. Today's on discussion of definition of private company and introduction of company. Section 268 of Companies Act 2013 define private companies. According to that, private companies are those companies whose articles of association restrict the transferability of shares and prevent the public at large from subscribing to them. This is the basis creation that differentiates private companies from public companies. The section further says private companies can have maximum of 200 members. This number does not include present and former employees who are also members. Moreover, more than two persons who own shares jointly are treated as the single members. This definition had previously prescribed the minimum paid up shares capital of 1 lakh for private companies, but the amendment in 2005 removed this requirement. Private companies can now have a minimum paid up capital of any amount. Features of private companies. First, number of members. There is the requirement of certain numbers of minimum members for starting a private company. Also, there is the limit to the maximum numbers of members in the private company. A private company need to have a minimum of 2 members for starting to the business. However, it can have more than 2000 members. This is the maximum limit. Second, members' liability is limited. Members of private limited companies enjoy limited liability in the business. The liability of its company is limited to the number of shares held by them. Members' personal assets or property is not liable to pay off the business losses. In case of the losses, only shareholder share in the company asset is the liable for payment. Third one is minimum paid up capital. Private companies require certain amount of minimum capital from starting its business. These companies are required to have minimum 1 lakh as per as capital. The limit of paid up capital for this company is prescribed from time to time. Fourth one, restriction on shares transferability. Members of private limited companies cannot transfer their shares publicly. There is a strict restriction on the transferability of shares in the companies. Shareholders need to discuss and take consent of the other shareholder for transfer of shares. Fifth number, private limited. It is important for private company to use the word private limited or private limiteds in their name. Private companies are mandatorily required to use their name. Sixth one, faithful succession. The private limited companies keep on the continuing forward. Its life on continuity is not affected by the life of its member. These companies are created by law and are also dissolved by it. Dead enormously by bankruptcy of any its member does not affect the life of the business. This business enjoy perpetual succession. 7. Separate legal entry. Private companies are created by law. These companies have separate legal entry from its owners and shareholders. It is the trade as the artificial person and conduct business in its own name. It is own name, own seal and own all the property in its own name. Previously as and extensions, since private companies does not freely transfer their shares and involve limited interest by the member. The law has granted the several exemptions that public company does not enjoy. Types of private companies. Private companies are of 3 types depending on their members' liabilities. First one, limited by shares. The liability of the members is limited to the amount unpaid to the company with the respect to their share held by them. Second, limited by the guarantee. Here the members' liabilities are limited to the amount of money the guaranteed to pay in case the company is wound up. Third one is Unlimited liability. The liability of members is unlimited. In these types of the private companies, personal assets of members can be attached and sold when the company is being wound up. In terms of the numbers of members, a private company can also be one-person company. These types of companies have just one member, shareholder, and their promoters. The New Companies Act of 2013 introduced such types of companies. Further, even small companies that have limited paid-up shares capitals and turnover amount as the defined under Section 285 are treated by the private companies under their Indian Company Law. Privileges of private limited companies. Number of members. A private company can be formed with just 2 members. Allotment before minimum subscription. The private company can make allotment of shares even before the minimum subscription is received. Third, prospectus. The private companies need not issue prospectus or fill statement in lieu of prospectus with the register of companies. Fourth, commencement of the business. It can commence the business after prevailing incorruption certificates, in where as the publicly company can commence business only after revealing certificates of commencement of business. 5. Number of the directors. It is required only 2 directors. Statutory meeting. Private company is not required to hold statutory meeting at the file the statutory reports with the registers of company. 7. Index of members. It is not required to keep and maintain index of members. 8. Loan to the directors. It can grant loan to the director without the permission of the government. Qualification of shares. Directors of the private companies need not have qualification of shares. No restrictions on the number of directors. The private company can increase its number of directors without the permission of the government. Appointment of managing directors. The private company can appoint a person, a managing director, who has already been working as the managing director of the other company. Quorum of directors meeting. Only 2 directors are sufficient to constitute quorum. 13. Requirement of directors by the rotation. The director of the private company need to retire by the rotation. 14. Numbers. Remuneration of managers and directors. There is no limit of the remuneration of the managers and director of a private company. This change of increase in remuneration can be made without the approval of the central government. Next part of this topic, definition and characteristics of public limited company. Public limited companies are those types of the company where minimum numbers of the members is 7 and minimum numbers of the director is 3, and there is no cap of the maximum numbers of the members. A public limited company has most of the characteristics of the private limited company. A public limited company has all the advantages of private limited company, and the ability to have any numbers of members is its in transfer of shareholding and more transparency. Identifying marks of the public limited company are name, numbers of members, shares, formation, management, directors, and meeting structure. Characters of the public limited company. First is the members. To start a company, minimum number of 7 members are required and no restrictions on maximum numbers of members as per the provision of the Company Act 2013. Limited liability. The liability of each member or shareholder is limited. It means that if a company faces loss under any circumstances, then its shareholders are liable to sell their own assets or prevent the personal individual assets of the shareholder are not at risk. Perpetual succession. The company keeps on the existing in the eyes of the law even in the case of the death, insolvency, the bankruptcy of any of its members. This leads to perpetual succession of the company. The life of the company keeps on the existing forever. Index of member. A public company is required to minimum maintain an index of its member, whereas the private company has the privilege over the public company. as they don't have to keep the index of its members. Fifth number, numbers of directors. When it comes with the directors, a public company needs to have only 3 directors. With the existence of 3 directors, public company can come into the operation. Paid up capital. It must have minimum paid up capital of Rs 5 lakh or such higher amount which may be prescribed from the time to time. Prospectus. Prospectus is a detailed statement of the company affair which the issue by a company for its public. This in the case of public limited company. There is the need to issue a prospectus. However, in private limited company, public is not invited to the subscribe for the shares of company. Minimum subscription. It is the amount received for the company which is 90% of their shares issued within the certain period of time. If the company is not able to receive 90% of the amount, then they cannot commence further business. In case of the private limited company, shares can be allotted to the public without the receiving minimum subscription. Name. It is the mandatory for the all public company to use word limited after its name.